It's fun seeing everybody. A comment. Kyle, are you there? Great. Okay, here we go. So, thank you for your patience. And here is...
I'm connecting two places. I'll explain. Hello!
Hi!
Hi, how are you? All right, so to let everyone know, I'm in two places at once tonight because I have Kyle Supley's Out There, which is my web series on YouTube and Ovation and Apple TV. And on my Instagram, Kyle's Out There for the web series. I've been doing a series called At Homo because we're all stuck at home and I'm at Homo. And so I want to showcase some of my collection that's in my home. But I'm live tonight, for those that don't know, on the City Reliquary Instagram, which is this amazing museum in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, that I discovered, 12 or so years ago. And they welcomed me in. My World's Fair collection is on display there. I have some neon signs I've helped save that are there. I highly recommend you visit. They're wonderful. They're a volunteer organization, and it's all people who collect things in New York or collect things about New York. So tonight, I'm just going to show you one of my many collections, not the World's Fair one. Although you can see that on my Instagram from the other day on Kyle's Out There. But I was just talking to a woman today about where my collection started, and I would have to say it was the opening sequence of Back to the Future. If anyone has seen that movie, that opening sequence where they show all of Doc's clocks in his garage, I was like stunned that there were so many different types of clocks that were out there. My great-grandmother had a cuckoo clock when I was a kid, and I was amazed that it was a real thing. I thought they were only in Bugs Bunny cartoons. So I received it from her, learned to fix it, and then my parents were nice enough to help me go antiquing all over upstate New York, and that's how my collection began. So real quick, I just want to show you some of my highlights from the collection. Here we go. Here we have the Spartus cat clock. This is a little bit different than the Kit Kat clock that most people are familiar with in clock land. Here's a beautiful Art Deco one here with this little windmill by Kron Art. Here's a German 8-day kind of deco type with the pendulum. Here we have a few here. There's another German one by Kundo. A little advertising clock. I was always amazed at how many different types of clocks they made that all essentially did the same thing, just in different ways. Kind of like people. Here we have a cuckoo clock here. I'm going to put this one forward so you get an idea of why I fell in love as a kid. And then on the hour, they count out how many hours it is so you could be anywhere in the home and know what time it is. See the weights going down? Because it's actually gravity run. There's no electric, no battery. Runs on gravity. Little teapot clock. Here's a little beer advertising one from the 60s for Falstaff beer with weird colored spirits that move in and out from the steins. This is one that was in Back to the Future in that opening sequence with the little drinking man. I'll turn some light on. This is a beautiful Art Deco version here for Leviton, the light switch company, and I'm pretty sure this was a cigarette dispenser for your desk. Here we have a oil rain drip Master Crafter's clock. Gotta have it. This was also in Back to the Future in the opening sequence. You can see that there. That's Harold Lloyd in Safety Last, hanging from clock hand. Some more crazy ones here. They were just so much fun. I got a little out of hand. Clock hands. Here's a few other ones we have here, different types, 1930s. Here's a German, beautiful wall version that chimes on the hour. Vintage top hat where it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. This guy here, this one's awesome. This is a lamp, not a phone, but a clock, and also in the handle of the phone, I don't know if you can see this, is a cigarette lighter that you would put your cigarette up to. Isn't that insane? Probably not the safest way to go. This is the Golden Hour Golden Hour clock with mystery floating hands. Some Sputnik style here. Really cool one, German Schatz in the 60s. Schatz is the company. And there's a little pendulum behind it that actually makes it work. It's like in opposition to what you see. It actually has a little mini pendulum behind it. More of the collection here. More here. People always say, I guess I'm never late. It's not always true, but it does help to have this many. Here's some beautiful ones from the 60s. The 60s were probably the coolest because of the space race and the atomic boom, essentially, that people were so enthralled by, especially decorating-wise. Here's a Howard Miller design, which was related to Herman Miller in the 1960s. Some more here. A cool, weird German one again. Germans were really good. They made a lot of really wild ones. Here's one of the very, very first battery-operated clocks, the Pyramid, by Charles Denning. It's really very early. Here we have a television clock that you would put on top of your TV, and it would light up so you could not go blind while watching television, was their thought. And it's an early digital. Look at those numbers flip. Let's go into the restroom. There's a couple cool ones here. A Bulova, battery operated. This is a beautiful Odo from France. Looks like outer space. What a fun way to tell time, right? There's a big, huge one from the Penthouse Company. Not Penthouse that you probably are thinking, but Penthouse Art Creations made these wild ones here. Very, very big. Homes in the 50s had really big walls. That was the big style. And then you had a big statement piece, such as a clock like that. This is a great one from Master Crafters. This is also my night light at night. It lights up behind it. It has a little night light. Boop. Here's the famous Kit Kat clock. I'm sure you've all seen. They came in rhinestone versions. The original ones had glow-in-the-dark eyes. Talk about scary at night. Here's a cool disco one where the numbers glow with fiber optics. This one commemorating the landing, the moon landing, 1969. And there's a little tiny spacecraft, the Apollo, I guess, floating around on the second hand. Some more 50s ones here. This one was great. I got this on Facebook Marketplace not long ago. This is probably the newest I would get. This is like 1981, the woman said. It's just so outrageous, this big clear ribbon to be a clock, but it's so strange. Anyway, oh, there's a few more here I'll show you, and then I'll leave you with this. A couple more to show. Oh, and I just wound this one up the other day, this little mini anniversary. I think that's so great. So if you want to come by on the hour or half hour and hear these chime, you can always contact me and get a little tour. All right. Thank you for having me, City Reliquary. Everyone, check out the City Reliquary, CITYRELIQUARY. They're still having presentations online, and they're a great community space that we need to keep around. And a lot of my collection's there, too. There's another reason to keep it around. I need the space. All right, everyone. Have a good one. Bye.